This is like any other normal day in Mauritius. Everyone is working hard to earn an income. Located in the Indian Ocean and east of Madagascar, Mauritius has a population of 1.3 million people of multiple religions. With an employment rate of approximately 90% and 10% of unemployment rate. I decided to search more on our labor force in Mauritius and got this digest of labor statistics from Statistics Mauritius. When I checked the percentage employment by industry and gender, the first thing I saw was that in most industry groups, there were more men doing the job than women. The only industry where there were more women working than men was actually textile, education, and other service activities. It got me wondering why it was like that. When I scrolled more, I also found out that in every age groups, the activity rate of men was more than women. Then, I was very surprised to see that it was not the same case for government services jobs, as most of them had more women employed than men. I just could not understand why it wasn't the same with the other job sectors and why there are very few women who have their own business like men. Was it because of a lack of finance, or their experience, or simply because they prefer working in the public sector, or maybe they are just afraid that their business might fail in the future? I had so many questions and doubts. The only way to get those answers was to go and meet some women entrepreneurs and ask them directly. So, after searching for some women entrepreneurs in Mauritius, the first one I found was this page called Kahaya Morphosis, and it seems like she made handmade accessories. So, I sent her a message asking her if I could ask her a few questions about her business and all, and she accepted. So, I went to meet her.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Shivani Raghavudukani. I am 25 years old and I make handmade accessories and I sell them online mainly on Facebook and Instagram.
So, why did you decide to become an entrepreneur and not an employee of a company or work in a public sector?
Because I love my freedom and I love to share my creativity. So that was the only way to expose my creativity to it was very simple for me to just go in that pathway because I've been making accessories since I was a teenager. And when I finished my studies, I dig into accessory making and I saw that there was a market, so I continued to make the accessories and live my life as I wish to live it for, without any working hours. I mean, it's not that we work less, we work even more when being an entrepreneur, but it's filled with passion. So even if we work more hours, I'm very happy working a lot more than for someone else.
So, Shivani, are you satisfied with your income?
I'm in a phase whereby I'm still having to manage how much income I get. So it's not yet stable yet, and I don't get a big salary for now because I haven't yet been able to manage how many products I should make a minimum to get a basic salary. So I'm still working on that.
How are you planning to grow up your business?
So talking about expanding my business, mainly for now, I've been focusing mainly on accessories such as neck pieces, earrings, bracelets. And I also wanted to share that I try to focus on locally available materials such as the vaqua. And I also aim to be a zero plastic maker. So I input no plastic in my accessories, but I can't necessarily control the packaging that the materials come for now. So I can say that my accessories are zero plastic. And talking about expanding the business, I am working also on reusing textile, and I'm making keychains, and I also be making even more accessories as I finish making my samples, because there's a lot of work going behind the scenes making samples and all. And for this Mother's Day, actually, I have a new product coming whereby I'll be making napkin and napkin rings, and actually it is a collab between several other artisans. So we have a friend that is making a wooden box out of a pallet. We also have two friends who will be doing embroideries on the napkin. I'll be making mainly the napkin rings made with vaqua, and also talking about stitching the napkins and all. And there will be also a woman who specializes in making locally made and handmade, all made by herself, delicacies such as seasoned fruits, jam, and biscuits, and gâteau cocos and all. So it will be a whole package for Mother's Day for now. What I want to say is that I'm not limited to making only jewelries, but because I want to work with more locally available materials such as the vaqua, I want to explore what more I can do, because the vaqua is mainly known to be only made to be used to only make the tente vaqua, the Mauritian tente vaqua. So I want to break that and explore even more products that can be made with the vaqua.
Are you satisfied with the amount of items that you have sold in the past few months and since you started your business?
Actually, yes, I'm very satisfied that there is a demand in my accessories, even if my accessories are not very much. I don't like to go for the fast fashion trends. Like if there's something in trend, I won't necessarily do such models. I mainly do my accessories very unique and very colorful. So I'm very happy that there are consumers that very much like what I create. And even if I make accessories made with vaqua, which is very uncommon. I think I'm the only one who makes it here in Mauritius. So I'm so happy that there's so much support to those new, to such new products and very eco-friendly products. And talking about the 3 months that have gone by, I think it's mainly February, March, April, I think. So yeah, I'm satisfied. Even if there was the COVID, I must say that it was difficult to get materials, to source raw materials. So I could have sold even more, but because there was difficulty in getting raw materials, so it has impacted me. So yes, I'm very much happy with how I could still make my business work out. And I was very happy that during the lockdown there has been services, home delivery services like nous livrer, that has been able to help businesses continue their work.
Then I got the chance to ask a few questions to her husband.
I'm Vedaman Kani. I'm the husband of Shivani. We lived there for 2 years.
So, what are your thoughts on women entrepreneurs?
I think it's a good thing to empower women to have their own business. They can do good things with their own hands. Their way of thinking is such different than men, their way of thinking, and the way they do things, you know. For example, if you give a woman a house, he will make it a home for you, you know. So everything they do it well. That's my point of view, you know.
After that, I searched for more women entrepreneurs and found this Instagram page called Erad Creations, which seems to make 100% upcycled clothing. I sent her a message about my documentary and she agreed to be part of it, so I went to meet her.
Hello, my name is Arad and I'm the upcycle designer at Erad Creations. I upcycle clothes that people are not using and give them a second life. And I'm trying to contribute to a circular economy as well as saving textile waste in Mauritius.
So why did you decide to become an entrepreneur and not an employee of a company or work in a public sector?
Well, I used to be a teacher before, but then when I came back to Mauritius, I had to redefine my purpose in life. I wanted to do something that benefits not just me, but also my community. And that's why I decided to become an upcycle designer. And back then when I started it, there was no upcycle designer in Mauritius. That was like 3 years ago. And yeah, it was a big decision, but I am very happy with my decision because I am actually really flexible with my job and I can be free and I am my own boss, so that's great.
Did you get any support from the bank, like for example loan facilities or schemes for entrepreneurs?
No, I actually haven't gone that way because I prefer to do my business without any loans and, you know, like financial issues. I just prefer to go clean and just grow with what I've got.
Are you satisfied with the amount of items that you have sold in the past few months and since you started your business?
Since I started the business, it was a bit hard to actually sell the items because it was a new concept. But then I grew a little bit surely. And then COVID came and then the business went a little bit down because people, I think the priorities is food first before clothing. And then the first COVID was off and it was starting to pick up again. And then the second wave came. And I didn't make any sale during the second COVID period. And I just started picking up. I hope everything goes well. But yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied with the overall sales so far. But it could be better. So let's hope for the best.
Have you ever been in any conflicts or issues with your customers and how did you tackle it?
Yes, well, I think everybody has issues sometimes. I went to a market once and there was this lady who came to talk to me like she really likes what I do, lots of like philosophical talks and all. And then she told me she wants to reserve a few items that she will take, and she wanted me to do some adjustments with what she wanted. And that's what I did when I got home. So I fixed what she requested, and then I called her. She said to send the invoice, and I did, and she didn't reply. And then I called her again. She didn't reply. So that was a bit disappointing. And then fortunately I got someone who actually bought the thing that she wanted, like one of the things that she wanted. So that's good.
But did the woman ever contacted you
No, no, she did not. Then I got another issue. There was someone who wanted me to do like a very big cover with upcycled denim, like a big patchwork, and I did, which took like 30 hours. And then he didn't buy it, so I took it for myself.
So, in case your business fails, what have you planned to do?
Well, I already grow veggies, so I might grow like more to sell, like potatoes and stuff. Or maybe I will become, I don't know, maybe I'll join my husband in his music stuff and become a superstar.
That's actually a nice backup plan. So my next question is, where do you get all the clothes for your work? Do you buy it from stores or do people give it to you?
I get a lot of saris from people. Like you'll see, I do a lot of work with saris, like kaftan style and kimono style dresses and tops. I get a lot of saris. There's a lot of people who contact me as well. And if I don't get what I need, I just go to secondhand shops or ask people what I need, and then just upcycle them from what I get. There are people who want to donate their saris. They don't want to throw them away, and I'm really glad when people call me when they want to get rid of their saris and their other clothes, because it's one way of reducing textile waste in Mauritius. So if ever you have saris you want to throw away, contact me. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about that teddy bear. I see you're very attached to it, and his name is
Shupi.
Okay, so why are you so attached to him?
Well, he's my child. I've had him for 14 and a half years. He's gonna turn 15 in November. And he's the mascot of ARAD Creations. He's always here whenever I have markets, or sometimes he helps me do my job as well. He likes to sew, and he likes to, a lot of time he likes to display himself at markets. He attracts a lot of customers. That's all upcycled. This used to be a shirt, and this used to be some baby pants, which I upcycled for him for his birthday last year. He's great. He's always by my side. He gives out a good vibe, so he's fun. You'll see. He has an Instagram page. It's Shupi Bear. It's Shupi_bear.
Does your husband support you in your business?
Yes, actually he was the first one who encouraged me to do what I really want to do with my life. And when I told him I want to be an upcycle designer, he was like, yeah, okay, go for it. And since day one, he has always been supporting me. He's always here for me whenever I have issues. And yeah, he is definitely one of the biggest help and biggest supporter and biggest fan.
Talking about her husband, I decided to ask him a few questions as he is also an entrepreneur like his wife.
Hi everyone, my name is Gary Mack and I'm the husband of A-Ride Creations.
Are you satisfied with the income that your wife earns?
Yes, actually the income she makes helps a lot in the house. So yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
So Gary, how do you support your wife in her business?
It depends. By times I'm model for her, or as a musician I wear her clothes. Like right now you see I'm wearing the t-shirt that she upcycled for me. Sometimes she upcycles my drumsticks bag because I'm a drummer, so she helps me a lot with that, and I support her by displaying all the items she upcycles on my website as well and promote her with my friends. And I also drive her around every time she has orders. I drive her for deliveries. So I help her as much as I can, yeah.
Are you okay if one day your wife has to work at night?
Yes, of course, because nowadays with this era we're living in, there's no fixed time. Especially when you're an artist, you get inspired at any time, more during the night than the day. And most of the time I see my wife working at night, which brings a lot of inspiration to her. So yeah, I encourage her to work at night.
How well do you think your wife is maintaining a balance between family and professional life?
The balance is one important thing actually that we discussed before we got together. So I would say like she's doing a great job maintaining that balance, because we always agreed that everything is a two-way, whether it's business and family, husband and wife, we always need to work it out together. Balance is the key element for us to make things work. So yeah, she's doing a really good job at maintaining that balance between her job and the family.
Have you ever felt inferior because your wife is earning?
Honestly, no, because as I mentioned earlier, life is about balance, you know. Sometimes I will make money, sometimes she will make money. It's not about who makes more money, but if we can make it together. So that's it. And if she makes more money, that makes me a gold digger, right? And by the way, as we just talked about A-Ride Creations, my wife doing upcycling, which is considered as an art. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, and you can find me on Gary. And you can find me on my website. You can Google Gary Mack, G-R-Y-M-A-C-H, and you will see on my website how my wife and me, we collaborate on clothes and music as well. So stay tuned.
The next woman entrepreneur I was going to meet does a different work. She is actually a hairdresser. So I asked her a few questions.
Salut, je m'appelle Pushni, je suis dans mon propre salon, je suis une coiffeuse et mon salon trouve à Flac.
Qu'est-ce qu'on décide pour devenir un entrepreneur mais pas un employé dans une compagnie ou travaille dans un secteur privé?
Et pour moi, personnellement, je trouve que plus flexible. Je suis rentrer, je suis sortir, je n'ai pas besoin de dépendre de personne de l'autre. Et je suis plus libre pour moi.
Est-ce que vous êtes satisfait avec votre income?
Et oui, je suis satisfait avec mon income parce qu'il y a un plus pour moi. pour la case, pour ma famille.
Est-ce que tu penses que tu peux avec la banque, par exemple, une facilité loan ou une scheme pour entrepreneurs?
Non, plutôt mon principal avec ma famille. Et ma famille qui me supporte moi pour ouvrir mon propre business.
Est-ce que vous avez un backup plan si encore business pas peut marcher?
Bon, côté soins CV et soins la peau, si vraiment un travail là tombé. Et moi, j'ai une autre option, comment me faire massage, me faire application mehendi et en plus me faire nail art. Mais moi, trouve moi doué là-dedans, je préfère faire ça dedans.
Est-ce que vous pensez que monsieur est plus bon pour handler n'importe quel business comparé à madame?
Et chacun moi dans ce domaine. Comment moi me faire coiffeuse, je trouve moi plus à l'aise avec bonne madame quand on peut faire mon soin. Mais je pense que chacun dans ce domaine, je peux plus bien.
So after that, I found an Instagram page called Vanslumia29 and she is a fashion designer. But unfortunately, due to the increase of COVID-19 cases, we could not meet, but thankfully she accepted to answer my questions on an online video call.
So good morning everyone, I present myself. I'm Vanessa Simrick. I'm 32 years old right now and I am doing my BA top-up degree in the fashion and design field at the Fashion and Design Institute at Eben. I have also done and completed my HND, so the 2 previous years there. I do not work, but the thing is that I recycle and upcycle things from the household and also the broken objects or the stained garments and leftovers from factories, also the different fabrics which they sort out and get rid of. I buy it or they give me.
Okay, so are you satisfied with your income?
Yes, I'm kind of satisfied with my income, but sometimes some clients are really don't want to pay because it's too expensive, but I do explain them the difficulties before they do any prior payments. But there are, of course, some clients who do not want to pay the final product, so there is a problem at the end, but not clients are the same. It differs from clients, but personally, I'm satisfied with my income. It's okay.
So just so we know, what types of products and accessories you sell?
So I design from top to bottom, which is you have scrunchies, headbands, head wrap, hats, different types of hats, caps, and then you have earrings, necklaces, bracelets. And then for the body, you have t-shirts, sleeveless t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, dresses. And for the bottom, you have belts, trousers, shorts, skirts. So this is my creation. The girl is in the full outfit which I have done, barefoot with I have done bleaching on and all jersey fabric and as well as the top and the head wrap.
Okay, I see. Were your parents okay with the fact that you wanted to start up your own business and did they help you?
Yes, they do. They always told me to do whatever I love to do and do it with love and passion. They did not expect me to do whatever they wanted me to do. Like when you finish study, they do want me to do my primary and secondary level, of course. And if I didn't want to do my
Tertiary, yes.
education, they would not bother in because they wanted me to be happy in whatever I wanted to do. So they always encouraged me to do my business.
So Vanessa, do you think men are better than women at managing a business?
To be frank, I don't really know, but the different men that I know who handle their own business, they do really manage to get, for example, on Instagram, to get much followers. Maybe the content are more appealing. They have more skills to do so. But I think that it depends upon the different persons who tackle their own business. Depending on man or woman, I think I will put them on the same and will not do any difference concerning this question.
Have you thought about opening a real shop? I mean a physical shop, because for now your business is only on Instagram, I think, right?
Thinking about a physical shop for my business is really out of my mind because I have to take so many decisions and it costs so much.
So maybe you could do a website in the near future.
Yes, maybe a website will be more appropriate.
And I guess the cost also is smaller than opening a real shop.
Exactly. When I can take the money which I will investigate in, for example, the loan of a place, a shop, or a store, and put it into buying so many stuffs for my business.
You can find her works on her Instagram vansulimia_29 and also on YouTube where she uploads DIY style videos of how she does her products and all. So after asking the question to those women entrepreneurs, let's now investigate why there are less women entrepreneurs than men. First and foremost, we can all agree that there are less women entrepreneurs than men because most of the time, when a woman gets married, she becomes the family's primary caregiver. That is, she would prioritize her children and family first and as a result, don't have enough time to engage in operating a business. Raising kids take a few years of the peak productive time of women. And like a government job, it is hard for them to take time off their own business during time like pregnancy. So the solution to this is either one of the family members take the responsibility of a child when the mother goes to work, or else to keep the child at a childcare center during her working hours. Right after family responsibility, the second barrier of becoming a woman entrepreneur is the capital. That is the money required to start a business. Women also tend to start businesses with much less available capital than male entrepreneurs. So to help women who want to become entrepreneurs and do not have enough funding, the Development Bank of Mauritius provides loan schemes to women entrepreneurs at a maximum loan of 500,000 rupees and an interest rate of only 0.5% per annum that they would have to pay in up to 7 years. The Development Bank of Mauritius also provides another loan scheme which is free of interest and made for small and medium enterprises without any guarantee needed. But the maximum loan amount is only 100,000 rupees and to pay back in 8 years. And finally, for bigger businesses, they also provide a loan facility of up to 5 million rupees at an interest rate of 7% per annum and pay back in 3 to 5 years. For all those schemes provided, the application forms can be found below on the website. Apart from the Development Bank of Mauritius, the SME Mauritius, also known as SMEDA, provides a marketing support scheme to support SMEs in various ways as shown. Another reason why women might not want to become entrepreneurs is because the fear of a business failure. They might be intimidated by the whole process of selling, especially during negotiations, and they might think that they won't be an excellent saleswoman and fear rejection, especially in terms of prospecting clients. In addition to that, they might view starting a business as being tough and hard work and don't want the stress of entrepreneurship, or just simply have no idea what business to start. It can also be because they had no exposure of entrepreneurship. That is, they have never been exposed to entrepreneurship, so they did not consider starting a business as being an option for them. Talking about exposure for entrepreneurship, The National Women Entrepreneur Council provides many services like business counseling, skills development programs, talks and sensitization campaigns, marketing assistance, organization of trade fairs, sales exhibition and craft markets, ICT laboratory, a business hub situated at Phoenix, and business-to-business meeting for women entrepreneurs. Finally, there are less women entrepreneurs than men because of the psychological barriers and bias against women, their social structure, and their culture. Since they were a child, they most probably learned from their family and the society that women are less likely to start their own business and that they would rather work for someone else either in a public or private sector. So, because of that, since they were very young, they haven't built a desire and aspiration to become an entrepreneur one day. In addition to that, they have less family support as their parents would most likely discourage them from starting their own business because they assume that the risk of a business failure is high. This is just a conjecture that parents make and does not mean that women cannot be a successful entrepreneur. There are so many successful women entrepreneurs around the world. Women should also not limit themselves from only a specific sector, like for example textiles. My guess is that there would definitely be more women entrepreneurs in the future than what we have now, whether it is in Mauritius or elsewhere. In the end, either they are male or female entrepreneurs, they all need customers for them to make sales and for their business to become a successful one. So, what we can all do as consumers is to motivate and encourage entrepreneurs as much as we can and support them by buying and sharing their products and services. It's only us who can make this change happen. As such, women who are willing to become entrepreneurs would most likely be successful in the future.